Hello, my name is Dr. Frederick Moxley. I worked for the original predecessor of the College of Information and Cyberspace back in the 1980s. It was my first job involving computers, and guess you could say where I launched my career in the field. DOTC was a leading graduate-level academic institution that was responsible for teaching the management of automated information systems to senior military and civilian executives within DoD and other organizations government-wide. Before its initial name change and move to Fort McNair, it was located in Building 175 at the Washington Navy Yard. DOTC became an element of the National Defense University during the early 80s. At the time, the directorship of DOTC was traditionally held by a Navy captain in '06, and still was when I came on board. My position entailed curriculum, registration, course monitoring, data, and records management. However, I had been attending courses in computer science at both George Mason University and Fort Myers Education Center after work at the time. So it wasn't long after coming on board that I also became a member of DOTC's computer systems team. DOTC had an HP 3000 mini computer that was used primarily for data entry and retrieval purposes, providing access via monochrome monitors and dumb terminals. Being a member of the systems team entailed performing computer operations such as backups, installing software updates, developing simple command routines using Hewlett-Packard's MPE, also known as the Multi-Programming Executive Operating System, all the while, of course, ensuring that security and data integrity measures were maintained and adhered to. This provided me with the opportunity to garner experience working in a real-world computing environment. Programs that needed to be processed were categorized by level of priority, which meant they were prearranged and stacked in a queue with the highest prioritized jobs or programs running first, then the next, and so on. As our HP contained numerous records with vast amounts of sensitive data, access to the computer room was closely monitored and a sign-in log was posted outside, which required time of entry, time exiting, etc. As a carryover from the days when mainframes were in common use, the floor of DOTC's computer was elevated and the temperature for the room was always kept quite low so that it wouldn't overheat and possibly compromise its processing performance, if you will. As a result, it wasn't unusual to see someone wearing a sweater or a jacket to stay warm while inside, even during the midst of the summer. Interestingly enough, and unknown to most, our mini computer was remotely accessed for use by NDU's Wargaming and Simulation Center, which was located directly underneath the entrance to the National War College on the main campus at Fort McNair, just a few miles away. War games and other types of simulations were periodically conducted in conjunction with the Pentagon, so accessing the HP 3000 for other than official business was strictly prohibited. Most of the courses at DOTC involving completing exercises and assignments on PCs within our computer labs. The PCs had 2 floppy disk drives, and even though they didn't yet have hard drives, they were pretty much considered state-of-the-art at the time. Here are a few of the nanoseconds that Grace Hopper gave me when I was at the DOTC. Look to the future optimistically. Embrace it. Contribute to it. Commit to completing the hard work, even if it seems insurmountable. You can do it. Always be a team player and take your role, whatever it is, very seriously. I am sure that if Grace Hopper were alive today, she would be excited about all of the new technologies that are on the horizon, especially those associated with the quantum information science realm. I too believe that the possibilities associated with quantum are endless. This is why we need to get there first. We need to keep ahead of the competition and prepare for the future right away. Take the reins on behalf of DoD by addressing new technologies that will change the world as we know it now. Create a demonstration laboratory that works together with the service labs. Conduct or host demonstrations that promote emerging technologies. Infuse and promote change, and above all, lead by example. On a final note, another great quote from Admiral Grace Hopper, which I really like and will leave you with it. You don't manage people, you manage things. You lead people,